MrBeast and Haunted Jail. If you're a fan of YouTube, then you know MrBeast, or Jimmy Donaldson, as one of the biggest creators out there. Known for his wild challenges and extraordinary stunts, in 2019, he decided to do something truly unique and terrifying. Instead of heading to a deserted jungle or a remote island, he and his team set their sights on one of the most haunted places in the world. Their challenge? To spend 24 hours in the abandoned and eerie Ohio State Penitentiary. His close friends, Tariq, Chandler, Connor, Chris, Josh, and Jake. While excitement buzzed among the group, to prepare they packed ghost hunting gear like EMF meters, infrared cameras, night vision equipment, and plenty of flashlights. Little did they know that what awaited them would be far beyond what they had imagined. Their destination? The Ohio State Penitentiary, an abandoned prison in America that has a reputation as one of the most haunted locations in the world. As they arrived at the prison, the sheer size of the place was overwhelming. The structure loomed like a monstrous beast, its 6 floors covering over 100,000 square feet and holding 100 dark, crumbling cells. A guard, who was also their guide, shared chilling details about the prison's history. In 1930, a massive fire broke out, killing over 300 inmates. Others had died in violent fights or by suicide. It was said that the spirits of these restless souls still roamed the corridors. It's believed their spirits still haunt the prison. The guard even admitted that he'd felt the presence of invisible forces many times. The guard's warnings were unsettling. He told them about the solitary confinement block, where a guard had mysteriously lost his life. "Whatever you do," he said gravely, "don't get separated. And don't make jokes. Spirits don't like being mocked." And the hospital and church, both rumored to be the epicenters of paranormal activity. MrBeast and his team were nervous, but still entered with their cameras. Their goal was to see if spirits truly existed. If existed, then complete the challenge of spending 24 hours in that place. When they went inside and turned on his EMF meters, there would be a beeping sound, or the light on his EMF meters would start blinking, which meant that the spirits had arrived. Everyone went a little further after seeing a part of the prison. They set up their base camp in the main hall, as it was large and near the entrance. MrBeast then suggested splitting up to explore different areas. It was decided that Chandler, MrBeast, and Josh would explore the hospital, while Chris, Jake, Connor, and Tariq would inspect the solitary confinement section. MrBeast, Chandler, and Josh climbed the creaky iron stairs to the hospital. Armed with an EMF meter, they began exploring, recorded the video. Inside, then they saw a table in a room and a cutout of a poster of a popular film. Seeing this, both of them started making jokes on those movies. Suddenly, Chandler's EMF meter began blinking rapidly. At the same time, MrBeast heard what sounded like a loud siren. This was quite strange, because there was no active siren there. Even Chandler and Josh didn't hear it. When MrBeast pointed the EMF meter in the direction of the siren, it blinked faster. They moved towards the source, and the EMF meter blinked continuously near an open room. EMP meters started blinking without stopping. When MrBeast tried entering the room, he felt dizzy and had to step out. However, he remembered the siren came from a bit further back and moved towards it. After roaming for a while, the three realized they were walking in circles, which was unusual as they were deliberately taking different paths. Meanwhile, Tariq, Chris, Jake, and Connor were in the solitary confinement block, where prisoners were left to starve without food or water. Equipped with a night vision infrared camera, they reached a haunted hotspot where the guard had told them about spirits scratching people and even killing one. Suddenly, Chris felt dizzy and had trouble breathing. Jake, who was observing eerie objects in the room, screamed loudly, saying he saw a strange dark shadow approaching him. When the others turned towards Jake, they also saw the shadow coming closer, but suddenly disappearing into thin air. They were terrified and began discussing the shadow. Then 3 of them terrified. Jake then felt as if someone was breathing beside him, but no one was there. Suddenly, the shadow appeared right in front of them, and the 3 screamed and ran. They tried to report it to their team through the walkie-talkie, but MrBeast Chandler and Josh listened to them, but they thought it was a prank and tried to scare them. While talking, a strange noise came through the walkie-talkie before it shut off. There was also an old church in the prison. MrBeast decided to check it out and then leave the place, as he was now worried about his friends. The church used to be an execution hall where people were hanged. It's said that the spirits of those hanged still wander in the church area. MrBeast, pretending to be a priest, joked with Chandler and sat him on a seat, thanking him for visiting the haunted place. Just then, the walkie-talkie buzzed again, and Chris asked for their location. MrBeast jokingly revealed his location, but suddenly, a strange disturbance occurred, followed by a woman's eerie voice saying, "It's raining outside." The 3 realized the voice wasn't normal but very creepy, and Chandler felt the woman was laughing weirdly. Then, the voice stopped abruptly. Confused, they returned to their base camp in the main hall. At that moment, but then they noticed that it was raining heavily outside, and the sound of lightning was also heard. While Chandler and Josh were terrified, MrBeast found the situation thrilling. However, his mind was on something else entirely. What was MrBeast thinking, and what happened to his friends who saw the dark shadow? The part 2 of this story is coming soon. Maybe the part 2 come next week on Haunted America. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you in the next You.